Welcome to the WBC Arena, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Up first, SuperSonic, and they do enjoy a speed advantage. And they'll be facing James Buster Douglas. You want knockouts? Well, welcome to the right division. These are heavyweights. And you can see one of these fighters is older than the other.
Remember, there's a shorter reach here, so now they have to slip inside and use the speed, use the proximity, and that timing to time off the long jab that comes in to jump over the top. It's about skills now. Skills will pay the bills.
First, we have SuperSonic from Brazil, and they hold the SCI national title, coming off a knockout victory in their last fight. Up first, James Buster Douglas from the United States of America, coming off a very tough decision loss in their last fight.
The reach, how on earth are they going to get through that jab?
Keep striding until my lungs can't breathe. They're all tired, I don't know about fatigue. Got my balls back if we come in the siege. Got my dogs when they ain't carrying a leash.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Brazil, wearing the yellow trunks with blue trim, presenting the current national heavyweight champion, SuperSonic. Fighting out of the blue corner from the United States of America, James Buster Douglas.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
We see the crowd, the people, the fans. We just cannot wait for this fight to get on.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be two that we're talking about. We're expecting an all-action slugfest. That jab doesn't score. Nice hook there. This is a historical moment. Not many boxers get to 50 fights. An absolute warrior. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That hook just can't find the target. Just missed with that hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
This boxer is a real hook specialist. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. That big hook doesn't land. Punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers. Did you see that? And we may see an early stoppage here. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges.
Here we go, it's round two. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And at some point, the corner needs to think about stepping in here. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
You can see from the record, this fighter is fantastic and is really difficult to get past. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Lucky that hook didn't score. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Missing with the left hook. Those counter punches have to hurt. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. The straight right just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt. There's the bell for round 3. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Incredible firepower from both of these heavyweights. He fails to score with that left hook. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
How about that time counter shot? Perfect counter lands. Straight right just misses. Couldn't land that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Here we go to the 4th round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Can't land that jab. These two fighters are made for one another. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Punch, counter punch. Throws the jab but does not score. Incredible work rate. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judge...
There's the bell to start round 5. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One punch could change everything in this battle. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. That hook was off target. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Punch, counter punch. The only fear you have with this fighter is has he pulled that thought? The defense failed them. This round's hold that thought. Oh my, that's a game changer. And Buster goes down. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
I've got to see that again.
It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
There's the bell for round 6. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
That jab won't score. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. That jab misses. putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. Hold it right there. And now going for the finish. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. That could never happen.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them. But here we go. It's round 7. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That counter shot lands. Tried to score with a jab. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. A lot of effort being exerted here. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
A swing and a miss with the left hook. Misses. He needs to be careful not to... Oh, wait a minute! The corner's got the towel. They're going to throw it in. And they got caught. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who. And we're off again. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Can't land that jab. That right hook won't score. Hold it right there. The defense failed them. Disaster averted.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they...
Whoa, Johnny. Stumbling around on Bambi legs. Did you see that? An upset of the year, perhaps, right before our eyes. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough, tough round. What do you do? What do they tell him when he goes to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Which Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape. And we enter the night. That 1 minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Both men step back for just a moment. You'd like to see more jabs. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
There's a lot on the line here.
There's the bell for round 10. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can...
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. And down goes Douglas. Wow, let's take another look at that.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Oh, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
Going to pick things up halfway through the round here. True champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get...
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Whoa, and you saw the balance go. The knees, the foundation, rocked. Couldn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Whoa, and you saw the balance go. The knees, the foundation, rocked. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Why weren't they covering up? Well, it's go back to the drawing board time, a unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.